We're in Muros, which is a holiday town on the Ria de Muros. The Ria is named after the town. It's a really pretty place, very much a holiday destination. It's built on a hill, it's got a port and a marina, a lot of bars, a lot of shops. A large part of it's pretty old, medieval. It's a really pretty town and we're going to show you around it. We were looking at the port area of Muros. Now we've moved over to the pleasure boat marina. So we're here in Muros with the commercial port behind us and the town itself in the distance behind the port. What can you tell us about the town of Muros?
Well, the town of Muros is one of the towns famous for the enclosed balconies. If you look in the distance, you can see a number of houses have got these glass balconies. They're known as galerias.
So they're almost like conservatories, but they are built around a balcony. And obviously that's because in Galicia we've got a 4 climate season, so it can get very warm in the summer, but it's cool in the winter. So it gives them the opportunity to enjoy the sun in the winter when it's a little bit cooler.
We're in the main square here in Muros, and behind me is the town hall. It's in a style very typical of the type of town halls you'll find here in Galicia. To my left is the tourist office.
You probably think this whole area is pedestrianised, and whilst the width of the passageways would make you think it is, in actual fact cars do go up and down them from time to time. just catch a glimpse of the sea down there. Yet another crossroads. And you can really walk for kilometre after kilometre through Muros. It looks like it's a small town from below, but as soon as you start walking through these terraced streets and passageways, it really does just go on and on. Old property to the side here that's for sale. And I think we might start descending again. One of the many water fountains throughout Galicia. And we're about to emerge down at the seafront area at the what we would call the entry point of the town, the lowest point in the mouth of the Ria as far as Muros is concerned.
We're in the older part of town, above the more touristy part of Muros.
We're taking you away from the touristy areas down by the seafront and showing you a little bit of the old town. Most tourists, most visitors don't actually come here, but we like this part. A lot of the buildings here were formerly fishermen's cottages, fishermen's houses, people who made nets, who made sails, and it really is an insight into another world. As you can see, there's steps, stairs, ramps absolutely everywhere in Muros. It's built on a hill.
This is a little chapel near the top of Muros. It's called La Capella del Carmen.
There's a little plaque next to the chapel. Basically it was a private endowment built in 1767. It's got a fantastic coat of arms on it. Something that intrigued me for years, nothing whatsoever ecclesiastical or to do with the church, is the bottles of water you will see either side of the door. You see these all over the place, and it's because people believe it stops cats urinating by doors. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but everybody in Galicia seems to do it. We're now descending some of these flights of steps and ramps from the high levels of Muros to the lower, more refurbished, newer levels. It really is just a series of terraces and different levels all the way through the town. So we continue the town tour, the old town tour. And we're gradually getting closer to the seafront area. It's about 5:15 in the afternoon.
The elaborate stepped building in front of us is the market.
And it's a great little square here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's another little chapel that we found here in Muros, and this one's called Capilla de Nuestra Señora de los Remedios.
And next to it we've got some of these buildings with the galerias, the enclosed balconies that we were talking about earlier. So we've climbed up a very steep hill, as you've just seen, ascending a lot of stairs to get to Church Santa Maria de Campo. I think this is one of the highest churches in Muros, maybe not quite as high as one that we visited in the really old town. Still very much in the touristy area just behind the seafront.
In front of us is a very unusual fountain.
But one that isn't working at the moment.
We're now in the touristy part of town that faces the bay.
So we're just going to take a walk through this colonnaded area. All along the front there are bars, a few little shops, some restaurants. And to the left of us, we've actually got the sea. And beyond those bins, it's a bad point to stop. You can probably see the ships, boats and the bay. Some of the galerias in Muros. Should probably point out that we're only just outside the siesta period, so for that reason things are still fairly quiet.
the Arch of Don Diego.
And having walked under the arch and seeing there's lots of flights of stairs ahead of us, and having walked up and down for the last 3 hours or so, I think we will choose not to walk up that particular flight of stairs.